Consistency is the silent force that shapes dreams into reality. While motivation might give us the push to start, it is consistency that keeps us going, day after day, even when the road feels tough. Success is not an overnight event, it's the result of small, repeated actions that compound over time. Today, we read diving deep into some of the most powerful quotes about consistency and success, words that can reframe your mindset and inspire you to stay steady on your journey. Let us begin with one of the most famous reminders from Aristotle: we are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit. This timeless quote highlights a universal truth: greatness is not a single achievement, but the product of daily habits. If you want to succeed in any area of life, whether it's business, fitness, relationships, or personal growth, consistency is the foundation. Your habits define you, and repeated effort is what builds mastery. John C. Maxwell once said, "Small disciplines repeated with consistency every day lead to great achievements gained slowly over time." This quote reveals the secret of successful people. They are not necessarily smarter, luckier, or more talented. They are consistent. They show up when others quit. They push forward when others give excuses. Every small action might feel insignificant in the moment, but when repeated, it creates unstoppable momentum. Another great quote comes from Jim Rohn: "Success is nothing more than a few simple disciplines, practiced every day." Notice the word simple. Success does not always require massive action or extraordinary talent. It requires ordinary actions, done consistently. Whether it's reading 10 pages a day, exercising for 20 minutes, or making one extra sales call, the magic lies in doing it every day without fail. That consistency separates achievers from dreamers. Let us reflect on a powerful reminder from Tony Robbins: "It is not what we do once in a while that shapes our lives. It's what we do consistently." Think about it: one healthy meal won't change your body, just as one day of studying won't make you an expert. But repeat those actions for months or years, and the transformation becomes undeniable. Consistency transforms small efforts into big results, making success inevitable. Napoleon Hill, the author of Think and Grow Rich, once wrote, "Patience, persistence, and perspiration make an unbeatable combination for success." At the heart of this statement is consistency. Patience keeps you steady when progress feels slow. Persistence ensures you keep going despite failures. And consistent hard work, or perspiration, fuels the entire journey. Together, they make success unstoppable. There's also a deeply motivating line from Darren Hardy, the author of The Compound Effect: "Small, smart choices, consistently applied over time, equal radical difference." This is the essence of success. Imagine dropping a single drop of water on a rock. At first, it does nothing. But over years, the rock begins to change shape. That is the power of consistency. It compounds. It turns the ordinary into extraordinary through time. Another voice of wisdom, Bruce Lee, once said, "I fear not the man who has practiced 10,000 kicks once, but I fear the man who has practiced one kick 10,000 times." This quote perfectly embodies consistency. True mastery comes not from doing many things once, but from doing one thing over and over until it becomes second nature. In life, it is not about spreading yourself thin, it is about focusing consistently on the right actions that matter most. Success is not built on intensity, it's built on consistency. Many people work hard for a few days and then burn out, but the ones who truly succeed are those who pace themselves, who show up every day, who make progress brick by brick. As Vince Lombardi said, "Winning is a habit." Unfortunately, so is losing. What you do consistently defines the direction of your life. Success often looks glamorous from the outside, but behind every success story is a person who refused to quit. Consistency ain't about being perfect, it's about showing up again and again, even when you don't feel like it. As Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson once said, "Success isn't always about greatness, it's about consistency." Consistent hard work leads to success. Greatness will come. This is a reminder that the small daily grind matters more than chasing greatness in one single moment. Let us not forget what George Washington Carver wisely said: when you do the common things in life in an uncommon way, you will command the attention of the world. And how do you do things in an uncommon way? By practicing them consistently until they no longer feel ordinary. Repetition builds skill, and skill builds confidence. Confidence, in turn, attracts success. Another timeless truth comes from Benjamin Franklin: energy and persistence conquer all things. The beauty of persistence is that it doesn't rely on talent, intelligence, or luck. It relies on consistency, your ability to keep moving forward, step by step, even when the path feels unclear. Franklin knew that persistence was the ultimate equalizer in life. Thomas Edison, the man behind the light bulb, is famously quoted as saying genius is 1% inspiration and 99% perspiration. That 99% is nothing but consistency, endless trials, experiments, and a refusal to give up. Edison didn't succeed on his first attempt, or even his 100th. He succeeded because he was consistent enough to outlast failure until success was inevitable. Consider the words of Will Durant, who expanded on Aristotle's wisdom: we are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit. This quote deserves to be heard again because it captures the essence of why consistency matters so much. Success isn't an event, it's a lifestyle. The person who commits to steady improvement, no matter how small, eventually leaves behind those who rely only on bursts of motivation. Zig Ziglar, the great motivational speaker, put it this way: repetition is the mother of learning, the father of action, which makes it the architect of accomplishment. What we repeat shapes what we become. Every repetition strengthens the foundation of success. Just like building muscle in the gym, results don't come from one intense workout, but from hundreds of consistent ones over time. There's also wisdom in this quote from Steve Jobs. If you really look closely, most overnight successes took a long time. What people often see is the highlight, the award, the product launch, the big victory. What they don't see is the years of practice, failures, and consistent effort that led to that one shining moment. Success isn't instant. It's built slowly and steadily. Consistency also teaches patience. As James Clear, the author of Atomic Habits, once said, you do not rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems, and systems are nothing more than consistent habits repeated daily. Instead of focusing on the finish line, winners focus on building systems they can follow every day. That's how goals are achieved. Let's close with one final, powerful reminder from Robert Collier: success is the sum of small efforts, repeated day in and day out. When you think about it, this single quote sums up the entire philosophy of consistency. Success is not about massive leaps, but about consistent steps in the right direction. So, remember, this success is not about intensity, it's about longevity. Motivation can get you started, but consistency will keep you going. It's easy to be inspired for a moment, but true growth requires showing up every day, even when it's boring, even when it's hard, and even when progress feels invisible. Because over time, those invisible steps create visible change. If you want to succeed in life, don't ask, how can I achieve greatness overnight? Instead, ask, what small actions can I take today that I can repeat tomorrow, and the day after that? Success is not about doing everything. It's about doing the right things consistently. In the end, consistency is not just a practice, it's a mindset, a lifestyle, and the greatest secret behind every success story. So, take these powerful quotes with you as a reminder: stay consistent, stay persistent, and trust that your daily efforts will build the success you're aiming for.